Interacting with angry people can often be very difficult, and not knowing how to handle these situations can often make it more difficult. Today, I'll be teaching you how to handle these situations. At some point in everybody's lives, you're going to have to deal with an angry person, whether it be a family member, a coworker, a friend, or a customer. Many people actually don't know how to handle these situations, becoming angry themselves or escalating the situation into something worse. During my years of customer service, I've been on the receiving end of a lot of these angry people, which has taught me how to handle the situation at hand and how to control myself. Over the next few minutes, I'll be talking about how to de-escalate the situation, communicate what you have to say during the situation, and remain calm, which is honestly the most important step. De-escalating the situation is probably where you want to begin. According to Retail Council of Canada, they recommend keeping personal space between you two as to not impede on the upset person and keep a tone which is peaceful. You also want to have a bit of sympathy because showing that you understand where they're at and what they're feeling will often create a sense of understanding between you and the upset person. After you've de-escalated the situation, you want to communicate what you have to say. According to Mind Tools, in order to communicate yourself, you want to stay away from you sentences. And as this will put blame onto them, which can also escalate the situation back up and create a more uncomfortable environment. During these situations, you also want to try and create an exchange of information rather than it being one-sided, so you talking to them or them talking to you. Indeed, a popular company that deals in career advice says that you want to make them feel understood and fully heard, which will lead to both of you communicating properly. During and after the encounter, it's extremely important to keep yourself calm. Smart Meeting says that seeing things from the upset person's point of view can help with this, because you'll be seeing what they're going through, and you want to shift blame in your own mind because they're not angry at you specifically. They're more upset with the situation and they're kind of taking it out on you. And keeping this separation between their emotions and you is very important. Forbes recommends that even after the encounter, you want to take a few minutes for yourself, because even after the encounter, it can stick with you and build frustration within yourself. And if you move directly forward without handling those situations, even if it only takes a minute to just breathe or relax, you can create a situation down the line, and then it's your fault. So perhaps you get angry at somebody at home after work because of this, or another friend is upset at you, and now you're upset at somebody else because you're staying frustrated. As you finish the process, you want to look back on how you did, so what you could have done better and what you did well. So you want to see, how did you manage to de-escalate the situation? Did you manage to communicate what you wanted to say? And did you give yourself enough time to be calmed down afterwards? And did you stay calm during these situations? And you want to remember that we all come into contact with angry people. It just happens during day-to-day life. So knowing how to handle these situations is very important in getting a favorable result. So, if you don't know how to handle yourself, you can escalate the situation back up. When dealing with these people, you want to make sure you sympathize with them a little bit so that you understand where you're coming from. And as Bruce Lee said, a quick temper will oftentimes make a fool of you soon enough.